Greetings. Hey, hi, hello. Tuning in. If you're a Taylien, then you already know there is a Taylien message at the very end for my subscribers only. Okay, so I'll see you there. But today's pick a card reading, let me try to. Today's pick a card reading, we are focused on how you are currently being refined. Okay, so we got 3 groups. I highly recommend just looking at the thumbnail so that you can get a more accurate view of each group. But we have group 1, 2, and 3 here. The biggest, plumpest heart is group 1. Group number 2's heart is plumper, like it stands up taller, while group number 3's group is more of a flattened out and shapely type of heart. Okay, so group 1, 2, 3, group 1, 2, 3, and we are talking about how you are currently being refined and prepared. Okay, this is talking about refinement and preparation for your next season. Okay, or your current season. The season doesn't matter. Okay, we're just talking about how you're currently undergoing preparation and refinement. I need to get myself some water, so I'll be right back. Group 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How you're currently being refined and prepared. Group 1, 2, through. Group 1, 2, 3. Hey, hi, hello. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the compliments. All right. Group 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll give it a little bit more time, and then we'll get into the reading to talk about how you're currently being refined, how you're currently being prepared. Group 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And yes, there is a Taylien message at the very end for my subscribers only. Okay. I'm going to be petty just one time. I'll go make a sandwich when you learn how to spell the word correctly. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Group number 1. Group number 1. Group number 1. Let's go ahead and find out how you are currently being refined and prepared. Okay, so you chose the largest rose quartz heart. The largest rose quartz heart that I will place over there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't need to see it. Okay, so we have 3 cards here, and we're going to dive into this reading to find out how you're currently being refined and prepared. Okay, so your first card is Big Happy Changes. And we have South Node with Karmic Past. And we have, Aries the Radical. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this breakdown right now. So we're talking about how you're being refined. And the first thing that we have is Big Happy Changes. The first thing that came to mind here is heart chakra awakening, heart chakra energies. Your ability and your capacity to hold more, to withstand more, to do more, to feel more of the good. You might have a tendency of dwelling on the negative things that occur in your life. That season is ending for you. That's coming to a close. It's going to be a lot easier for you to process the good things in life, okay? To remember the good things in life, okay? Heart chakra energy. You really want to focus on green crystals. I'm being brought to malachite, green aventurine, and any other green crystals. Group number 1, comment green crystals down below. And of course, we do have heart chakra energy here already because every single group has the rose quartz crystal. So comment down below any green crystals for heart chakra energies, and you can share that with your friends, your buddies, your pals that chose group number 1. Okay, so you have big happy changes with South Node karmic past, and then Aries, which is the first sign. So you have the South Node, which is talking about all the things that have been holding you back with this karmic past. This card says comfort zone, mastery, old habits, the past, unfinished business, current gifts, talents, natural strengths, limitations, potential stagnancy. This is what you're leaving behind as you are entering a new phase. So this is literally like the end and the beginning. These are very great cards to see, but especially together and going from the end to this new beginning, because Aries is the first sign, astrologically speaking, in regards to Western astrology. So that lets us know that you are awakening and opening up to an aspect of you that was not receptive to good vibrations, quite honestly, or good energies. It wasn't able to retain good vibrations, good energy, good frequencies, good news even, okay? So what is being refined is your ability to maintain the more positive things, okay? The more positive things. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. People are just so ignorant. They don't even know what they be talking about. Let me report first. Thank you. And thank you. Did it work? Perfect. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. So what's being refined is a talent that you've always or already had. This is not a new discovery. This is something that you've already been good at. Let's say that you've been good at pottery, but you've been feeling stagnant, or you've just been feeling uninspired or unmotivated. You're going to get new inspiration, new motivation. For some of you, you might even find new classes, or you're going to have a new means or new resources to expand into, again, current already existing talents and abilities that you felt you were becoming stagnant with, as we have the 7 of Pentacles there. Yeah, and then we just saw the Strength card. So wherever there was stagnancy, you're going to see motion. You're going to see change. You're going to see evolution. The word category is coming through here too. So what is also being refined and prepared is your category. Maybe you've been looking for a specific place or space to fit into, and you didn't know where you fit. You're finding that fit. Talk to me about my group number 1s. Okay. 10 of Wands in the reverse. That's a great sign. 7 of Pentacles. Too many. I only want one at a time. 10 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. So you may have even felt so stagnant, so underprepared or ill-equipped that you thought that you needed to give up on something, that you needed to give up on a path here. And what is being shown to you, what is being refined is that is not true, okay? What's being refined is your ability to dive deeper into this path here. Yeah, the 7 of Wands, to keep going, to progress, okay? And then that last card just fell into my lap. Yep, the Page of Wands in the reverse here. Let's see, is it supposed to be in the reverse or upright? Okay, so it came back in the upright. So It doesn't matter whether it's reversed or upright. It's about your inspiration. It's about your motivation. It's about your willpower. It's about your ability to see beyond whatever is or whatever was, especially with this El Diablo here. El Diablo talks about limitations, talks about things that you can't see beyond because you're stuck in that karmic energy, unable to move forward, unable to progress, unable to see possible change. Big, happy changes. Something that you were unable to see change within, you're now seeing big, happy changes, or you will be seeing big, happy changes in order to help you progress. Let's see what else can we add here. What is being refined? And how are you being prepared? We have new attempts. Wow. Wow. As I said, this is not something new. This is not a new discovery. There's something that you've been doing, that you've been feeding your effort and energies into, that you've been pouring love into. You're going to be jumping back into this, and you're going to be refining your character in this sense to say, okay, this is a category that I want to be in. Since we have this like videographer here, let's just say that you're a photographer, you make movies, or you film television series and things of that nature. Maybe before you weren't passionate about the ones that you were creating. Now you're jumping into a new category, a new genre, and you're seeing that this is more accurate and true for you and your character. Okay, you're also diving into accuracy and alignment here. That could be why you ran into stagnancy or you kind of fell off with whatever this was, is because you were not in your specific niche. You could have just been exploring, but now you are in your specific place, your specific arena where you are meant to succeed. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to stay in this arena forever, because maybe your last area, your last genre, your last arena, your last topic, maybe you were doing really well there for a certain point in time, but now it's time for change and refinement so that you can grow within whatever this is. Again, this group here specifically, this is not about you jumping into anything new. This is new energy in a same old vibe or place, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have effort, okay? So effort, and he's at the gym. You're going to be working them muscles. You're going to be lifting them weights, okay, in order to refine whatever this is. And also, I'm getting something here too about like more on your plate. So you're taking on more responsibilities. That's another thing that I'm seeing here too. Also, with more on your plate, and I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, I'm also going back to when I mentioned resources, that you are most definitely going to be receiving a lot more support, like there's more on your plate. Like there's more for you to choose from. There's more for you to pick from, and it's coming from outside of you. Okay, so I feel like your support system is growing as well. Okay. And let's get an archetype for my group 3s to talk about what's being refined and what are you being prepared for. That was 2, so I only want 1. Let's get it. We have Damsel. This card says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. That's interesting because I wasn't getting anything about romance here. So we're going to focus on the inspires you to rely on yourself. Your inspiration is coming from within. Maybe for some of you, you were too hyperfixated on love, or you weren't fixated enough on what you actually love, especially with gossip at the bottom of the deck here. You could have been listening to he say, she say, or just doing what you thought was expected of you, or this definitely does feel like stereotyping could have been something that was influencing you here and created some sort of stagnancy. Again, like what is expected of you, because South Node talks about comfort zones. What's expected of you and all of those things that people place onto you is all about comfort zones, and you have to be willing to step out of those, which you most definitely are as you are stepping from the South Node into the North Node. I see you really carrying whatever this burden is with you, especially with this South Node Aries. That means that you really struggled with finding yourself in this specific area, this specific arena. Again, could be because of people's he say, she say, what you should be doing, what you can't be doing, da 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 da. but you are no longer carrying that burden, and also diving deeper into yourself and carrying that energy into this new chapter with you so that you can be refined and prepared for who you actually are in this space, not wearing the mask of who you're supposed to be or what you're hiding behind. Or for some of you, it's something as simple as like your dressing and like your appearance, because you wanted to be perceived a certain way, but you want to now step into what is accurate and what is true despite masks and expectations. Okay. Since we're talking about refinement and preparation, we'll get a keyword and then I'll move into group number. I was getting a phone call, y'all. We're back. Your keyword is truth. So this is it. What's being refined and prepared for you is a more accurate truth for you. Okay? Why is this here? Okay. The phone call was doing weird things. Okay, we're good now. We're good. But again, truth is your key word, as we've been talking about in your reading, where you are no longer worried about who said what you're supposed to be doing. You're in alignment with your truth. This is what you are being prepared for, is aligning with your truth. You're being refined into alignment with your truth. Now, let's go ahead and get ready for the next reading. We have a lot of gremlins in the house today. You know, sometimes we can do our lives without them being here, but there's a lot of them today, so y'all just be mindful of that, but don't pay them no mind. Okay. Let me shuffle these, and then we'll clear the energy to make sure none of the gremlins energy comes through. Oh, you designed film sets. Look at how accurate that is. Thank you for sharing that with us, Anna, because now we know that that reading was most definitely tailored to you. You guys, make sure you comment either in the live chat or down below how your reading resonates for you. Okay, and let's do this. That was weak. Let's do another one. Group number two. Group number two. Let's go ahead and dive into your reading and find out, how are you currently being refined and prepared? How are my group number twos currently being refined and prepared? Here is your crystal. Yours, again, is, in comparison to group number threes, it's more plump, like it's thicker, and less like hardy. Like, let me show you. I don't know why I feel the need to show you, but like, they're not the same. You see how this one, yours is plumper, this one's more flattened out. Okay, just had to let you guys know that it's not the same. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this reading and find out how you're being refined and prepared. Group number two, you have the opportunity card, as well as Mercury with thoughts, and square with challenge. Excuse me. How are my group number twos being refined and prepared? Okay, so problem solving is the first thing. But not even problem solving, more of like not even seeing the problem at all. So how you're being refined and prepared is to be less intimidated by what looks like a blockage, or being less intimidated or detoured by a challenge. how you're being refined and prepared. Blockages are like, they're disintegrating, but it's blockages of the mind. Also, I want to take note of the color scheme here. Every card has that gold in it. It's like you're opening up a treasure trove or a treasure box. How are my group number 2s being refined and prepared? Blockages that you were creating in your own mind, or blockages that were being placed upon you by other people, they are like, I'm literally seeing disintegrating, like as if they just like kind of turn into like the air, like they just like they just go away. It's like they don't exist anymore. At least now, I'm not saying that you're never going to have a blockage or you're never going to doubt yourself. I'm not saying that. But what used to stop you, what used to block you, can't anymore. So you've mastered old blockages. You must be working on like affirmations and cleansing your mind. You know, like that SpongeBob reference, empty my mind. And he had like all those file cabinets and they were like, get rid of everything. You're definitely being refined and prepared in that way to literally think in a new way so that you can process information differently, so that you can educate people differently, so that you can educate yourself differently. This is also going to be refining your ability to communicate. Where there were delays, there won't be. Like if you find yourself having conversations with people and getting stuck and not knowing what to say, that's going to be dissipating a lot more. You're going to be a lot more witty and on point and precise and more carefree because you don't have to think as hard. Okay, let's continue on. I'm also going to read out keywords here. Another thing too, something about your transportation, some sort of blockage is being removed there. Okay. But the words on the Mercury Thoughts card: intellect, communication, Gemini and Virgo energy, Wednesday, agility, mentality, information, perception, memory, travel, transportation, education, research. Another thing too, those of you that have been applying for schools, scholarships, loans, etc., I see that working out in your favor. Are you finding some sort of loophole or new path here? Yeah, 7 of Wands. This is something that you've been constantly like picking away at. Remember I talked about you must have been like emptying your mind of what you used to know, or you must have been doing affirmations, things of that nature. This is something that you've been working towards for sure. And so now your efforts are paying off. Also, with that opportunity card, things that you thought that you weren't prepared for, again, those were your own blockages of the mind, are being they're just disintegrating. Like, that's the word that keeps coming through here, is disintegrating. Yep, look at that, the star. We got to cover her up because she got a naked body. The Knight of Swords. Yes. The swift mind. Yes. The 7 of Wands with the star. It's like you've healed something because you've been working at it. You've been chipping away at it. Okay. Like a sculptor, like an artist that does sculptures, a sculptor, like chipping away at the imperfections and getting it right. Okay, and that brings this Knight of Swords, the swift thoughts, the swift energies. You're going to be like really on point. Like, If you're in class, this is the easiest way that I could put this, but like if you're in class and the teacher's asking questions, the professor's asking questions, and the first person or the one who gets the most questions answered doesn't have to take the exam, you're going to be that person that doesn't have to take the exam because you're going to be on it. Like your wit is there. Okay. Yes. Sharp-minded. Queen of Swords. You could also be put in the position to teach because of your sharp wit. Yeah, the Eight of Cups in the reverse here. So how you're being prepared and refined is to actually be on a pedestal or to be the example in whatever realm this is. So it's like you've mastered something here so that you could stay here and create action in this space, in this place. So this could be for a lot of you, like your actual career, like your chosen career field. Any sort of blockages, they have been removed so that you can actually stand like 10 toes down in this arena and be undefeated. But not in a way that creates stagnancy. It's like you worked to reach this point. This was a desired goal, a desired outcome. Okay, you know, like I actually went to school to be a teacher. So the easiest way to say this is like, they don't do this anymore. From my understanding, they don't do this anymore. But teachers that put in that work to reach tenure so that they don't have to worry about getting fired or laid off, their job is secure. That's what you've worked towards, is security in whatever your chosen field, arena, whatever this is. And with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I really feel like you yourself are going to be creating motion from wherever you are. Meaning the opportunities, people, places, and things will be coming to you, falling into your arms. Like you created this space for yourself. Like I'm even being shown like you like dug a pool or something for yourself to stand in comfortably, and then you like built up around yourself. Like this was done intentionally. So, okay, for some of you, if you've been trying to build a business, that is going to be solidified. And even if you change the way that you run the business or you change the branding or whatever the case may be, you're still going to have that business. Even if you change everything about it, it's still going to be standing. You could also be seeing repeating eights. 88, most specifically. Let's see. We have try coming out here. Cats could be relevant. Some of you could be veterinarians. Bottom of the deck. Oh, let's change it because that's the same bottom of the deck energy from the last group. New bottom of the deck energy. Heal. Help those in distress. I said that. I said that you got to this point to now create motion or help others, teach others, lead others. Period. Seven of Wands to the Star. You put in the work, you put in the effort in order to reach a certain level of healing with the intention of helping, assisting others to do it quicker, to get to the finish line, to do what you got to do. What do teachers do? Like I said, that point of reaching tenure, to be like, okay, yeah, like this is an established individual, like go to them. You've made it through the most difficult part of establishing something. That's what's being refined and prepared. And again, heal is at the bottom of the deck. The color gray could be relevant because both of these cards, it's like gray. Okay. Like, you know, when they talk about gray areas, something about the gray area. Like people talk about this and that. Like, you know how that saying is like, it's not always black and white. Sometimes there's a gray area. Excuse me. You help with the gray area We have child divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. And this is made very clear in whatever your selected field is, because it shows up. It's very clear, it's very obvious that you're meant to be where you are, that you're meant to thrive here. It's at the bottom of the deck. We have trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. The gray area. People can give you all the rules in the black and the white area, but what about that gray area? People try to avoid that. You literally exist in that gray area and provide direction or a push or persistence in the gray areas. And people don't even know that that's the most important area to create. Again, we talked about motion. Motion, 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 motion. That's the bottom of the deck card. And I'm going to get a keyword for my group number 2s. And that's going to wrap up your message and what is being refined and prepared about you. Oh, success. I can't make this up. As I've been talking about, like, this is a space that you've like built up, that you've made a name for yourself. Success. You've opened up some sort of arena to success here. What's being refined and prepared for you? Success. Your ability to reach it. That's why you had the first card to be opportunity. It's right here. It's right there. It's everywhere. Okay. That's all that I have for my group number 2s. I'm going to clean up and get on to group number 3. And yes, there is a TAYliens message. So I'll see you there. Let me know in the comment section how this reading resonates for you. If you want a personal reading, that'll be linked in the description boxes down below. And if you want content that you won't catch here on the main channel, that'll be Patreon, the second link in the description box down below. Let me shuffle these cards and get into group number 3. Our readings have just been so on point, y'all. Thank you for being here. Sending you so much love, so much life if you are present. Group number 3. Group number 3. Let me put your timestamp down. Group number 3 that selected this heart right here. This heart right here. Okay. Oh, let's clear the energy because gremlins, weirdos are not welcomed. All right. 3 cards. It's like I'm waiting on the silence. What is being refined and prepared about my group number 3s? Okay. We have, damn it, I should have said it. Because I was saying I was seeing the color red. I was thinking that I was seeing the color red. And then we have romance here. You know, red. Red roses. Like red hearts, you know? And then we have second house, material goods. And we have Aquarius, the innovator. Okay, so right away. What is being refined? How are you being prepared? Your love language is being refined and prepared to reach people in new ways and to allow people to reach you in ways that you've never been reached. I wanted to, like, that you've never been wrought, that you've never been reached, wrought. You know, like, I tried to form a different word, but anyways. You're being refined and prepared to give and receive love in new ways. but specifically like the frequency of it. There was some sort of a blockage in regards to the frequency of love and self-worth, self-love, self-worth. And everything starts with self. So if you've got a blockage there, of course it's going to block everything externally as well. Your means of giving and receiving is more mellowed out. It's cleansed. You're also being freed from expectation. You may have had a tendency to give with the expectation of receiving. There's something here that's like, it feels like a Three of Swords situation. Yeah, okay. So for some of you, it could have been like heartbreak that made you feel like you weren't worthy of things, people, places, love, da 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 da. And it had blocked you off. That's opening up now, which is allowing you to receive. But there's something different about this. It's also changing the way that you are perceived in the world. And as I said that, the sun just went behind some clouds and it got like the lighting went cool. Like it was a warm tone, then it just went to cool. Exactly. You're being perceived differently in the world. Your aura colors could even be changing if that's something that you're into, you know. Which also changes what is attracted to you. People, places, things, opportunities. Because we have romance here, it's about attraction. The things that you attract, who and what you attract, or who or what you are attracted to, it's shifting, it's changing. Because so have you. Look at that, the title card. That's like turning over a whole new leaf, like a new identity. We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, like what makes you happy isn't what used to make you happy. Seven of Swords. Yeah, okay. So what's being refined and prepared is your true happiness. For some, you've been pursuing people, places, things that aren't actually aligned with your happiness. Maybe because you've been trying to people please or trying to keep up an image, whatever the case may be. There's that damn title card again. A new identity. It's an identity. An identity shift. Yeah, the Six of Wands. That's literally all about ego and how you're perceived in the world. Ace of Swords. There's your truth. You're no longer, I said Three of Swords energy. You're no longer afraid to talk about what lights you up, what makes you happy. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. You're no longer afraid to exist in your truth. This reading, if you've been here, you probably already thought this too. This reading is very much linked to group number 1. So I think that group 3 should definitely watch group 1 for sure. I'm not going to take that. Yeah, but okay, look, it says for myself. You've been existing in fear of who you are, in fear of what to wear, in fear of where to go, just in fear. Fear has been ruling you. It won't any longer. I said that I was seeing red, and I said red like roses, red hearts. Boom. Love language for sure. Intimacy. There were blockages there. No longer. You're going to notice that it's easier for you to be honest and vulnerable with people and vice versa, which is going to help to prevent a lot of this Three of Swords type of things. Ah, okay. Also, if you have a tendency to remain in situations until they hurt you, whether it be a person, place, or a thing that hurts you, even though you already had the message that told you to leave the situation, you're not going to stick around any longer. Every situation that ever causes harm gave you signs before it broke you, but you chose to ignore those signs and stay anyway and let it break you. You're not doing that anymore. You're putting yourself first, and not false happiness for yourself. You're putting yourself first. Like, you're literally the title card of the Six of Wands. Like, you're putting your character, yourself first. Like, everything about you comes first. And this is creating a greater sense of intimacy for you. Look at that. Bottom of the deck says sincere. Like, you were definitely giving into a lot of like false promises, false situations, just because they looked the best, or they were getting you by in the meantime. Not anymore. We're not doing that anymore. That's how you're being refined and prepared to not settle and to not like be fake or pretend that something's making you happy even when it's not. Like, you know, like in a relationship, when you know damn well that person's not making you happy because you're like begging, groaning, moaning, and complaining and hoping that they will make the changes that they need to make, and they never do. Like, what's the point in being in that situation? Or even at a job, or even in a friendship. Like, what's the point in begging? Because you begging is not happy. That's not happy energy. That's not joyful energy, but yet you stay anyways. That's what you're not doing anymore. Child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So that says right there that anything that tries to take your life force no longer has that power. That's how you're being refined and prepared, is to stand on business and say, you know, this is a no from me. Even though it might leave me a little bored, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let's get a keyword for my group number 3s, and then we're going to move into the subscriber only message for my TAYliens. Adaptability. See, you'll adapt anyways without them. You will have joy anyways without them. The false people, places, and things. You will adapt. You often stayed in situations because you were comfortable there, because they were easy, they were simple, whatever the case was. But really, it was just breaking you. And now you're no longer staying in those types of situations. Okay? So, thank you for tuning in. You guys, give me just a moment as I go through the chitty chat really quick. And then... La, 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 la. Okay, let's go. Let's go. TAYliens subscriber only message. Ooh, 4242 TAYliens. Okay, so 42 is a relevant number to my TAYliens. So let's do the first portion of this reading for my TAYliens subscribers only. Please tap me into the energy of my subscribers only. No weirdos, no creeps, no freaks, no geeks. Well, unless you're a TAYlien. Okay. Any and all negative energy being sent this way is being sent right back to your mama. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's being refined and prepared for my TAYliens. We have take action. I cracked myself up. Okay, anyways. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm literally just cracking up at myself because I said I'm sending the energy back to their mamas. Okay, TAYliens, how are you currently being refined and prepared? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck. Okay. So first things first. Actually, let me roll this dice first. Leo energy. Okay. So we have Leo energy, we have take action, we have Scorpio, the enigma, and we have Capricorn, the boss. That's some big energy, bitch. Try to tell an evolved and refined Leo, Scorpio, or Capricorn what to do. And guess what they'll tell you? To shove it up your behind, okay? Take action. Okay, so you're in this vibe of doing what you want, doing what is necessary, doing what is needed, no matter who doesn't like it, especially because you're not harming anybody in the process. How are you being refined and prepared? What's the word I'm looking for? Self-aggrandizement, if I'm saying that correctly, but basically elevation of self in order to lead self. Trusting self to lead self. Also, there's something here about the trust in the self that is helping you to get to the bottom of something. Like you may have had ideas before or inklings or feelings before that led to nowhere, that led to nothing because you didn't know how to get there. It's because you didn't trust yourself. Now you have the trust. So when the feeling comes up, you know exactly where to go. You know exactly how to get there. You know exactly how to bring it forward, how to put it into action. It's getting easier for you to express yourself, for you to say what you mean what you say, for you to trust yourself. You can also interpret this as higher connectivity with your higher self, a greater level of understanding with your higher self. This is how you're currently being refined and prepared. Also, there's something here about like a strictness, like strict regimen, strict routine, strict discipline. Five of Wands. Yeah. Page of Swords. Like the moment that you see something out of whack or out of line, yeah, you call it out. Yeah, like a strictness for sure. Okay, you're also not going to be delaying as much. So let's say that you notice that every time you eat or drink this, you feel this way. And before you used to prolong it and be like, oh, I'll get rid of it later. Like, okay, let's just keep it simple, like a smell. Maybe you notice that like a certain perfume that you wear gives you a headache. And before you used to just thug it out and be like, yeah, I'm just wear the perfume. No, now you're getting rid of it. Or you're selling it, or you're doing something about it the moment that you see something. Okay. Interesting. I never looked at this like this, but this sword here, that looks like an evil eye. Like the end of the sword, that ball right there, it looks like an evil eye. So the moment that you notice that something is not good for you, or something is destructive or harming you or hurting your energy, you're not prolonging like, oh, let's see. Nah, you're just taking it as the poison that it is and disposing of it accordingly. Exactly. Queen of Pentacles reverse. If it's not helpful, it's harmful. So get it out of here. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very strict when it comes to who and what is contributing and how. The Five of Swords. The moment you see some bullshit, you're like, yeah, no, bye. This could even be bullshit within yourself, okay? Like, let's say that you see some shadows within yourself that are harming you or harming your situations or harming your relationships. You're addressing that shit right then and there. We have the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, like if it doesn't bring emotional fulfillment, why is it here? What are we doing? Where are we going? Why? Let it go. Okay? self-empowerment is how you're being refined and prepared. Taking it to a higher level, even if you're, because if you're a TAYlien, you're already self-empowered, point blank, period. But it's to the next level, honey. Next level. We have Node. Pick a leaf as a bookmark. Every time I get this card, my spirit team told me it's basically like a pivotal point or something worth noting or highlighting, you know? What's at the bottom of the deck? Getaway, drink wine. Jesus turned water to wine. This book in the background is the Bible here. So that's pretty noteworthy, you know? There's something here about what is also being refined and prepared for you is your ability to turn this into that. Period. Oh, also alchemy. That would be alchemy. Like if someone gives you like evil eye, you know how to alchemize that energy, how to work with it, how to make it work in your favor. We have hedonist. Inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to say that again. Celebrates the beauty in yourself. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, let's get new bottom of the deck energy because that was from the last group. So new bottom of the deck energy, please. We have slave, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Period. That's your higher self. Like, hey, do this. You're like, okay. They say jump. How high? Because I know that you are in alignment with my greatest and highest good. Let's get a keyword. Let's get a keyword. Thanks, guys. If you're interested in my glasses, make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be promoting my vlog channel where I talk all about my glasses. Well, it's not my vlog channel. It's my main channel that I put vlogs up on. And no, it's not sponsored. I bought these with my own money. Thank you. Okay. Rest. Rest is your key word. Yes. If it's causing stress, you're going to give it a rest so that you can rest. You're addressing things right away. Now, this isn't saying that you're being like confrontational. Like as soon as somebody pisses you off, you're like, hey, bitch. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's just that if someone is causing confrontation or someone's like stressing you out, you are maybe removing yourself from the situation and readjusting accordingly, but in a peaceful way. When things don't add value to your cup, if it doesn't fill you up, you are addressing it accordingly. Because you're realizing that that was blocking you from taking specific actions or the right actions towards your goals. Because when you're emotionally drained or just drained, period, you can't take action. You can't even think straight. You are no longer entertaining things that take away your ability to function, basically. So you can be at a restful energy, at a restful state, so that when something comes to you, you can get up and take action instead of wasting your energy on things that don't matter. Period. All right, let's get into the final message for my subscribers. A message that was meant to find you as a subby. Let's get a different one. Mars energy. Okay, so this is also linked to what we were just talking about because Mars is all about that action. What we going, what we doing. And you just had the take action card, okay? So let's see, what is this all about? What message was meant to find my subbies within the next few weeks, okay? So there's some sort of action motion in the next few weeks. Bottom of the deck, a year from now, okay? So some sort of motion in the next few weeks is going to be snowballing, consistent for into a year from now. Or for some of you, you'll be getting news within the next few weeks to determine something a year from now or something like this. Saturn, discipline. Yes! Sorry, y'all know I'm dramatic as fuck. I'm not sorry, actually. Something within the next few weeks is going to be influencing you long term. Bottom of the deck, third house, communication. Yeah, you could be receiving some sort of communication. Let's dive into this a little bit more. One more before we pause and then get into tarot. Cancer, but it's technically in the reverse. Okay, so Cancer energy in the reverse here. So for some of you, this has to do with your living situation. Bottom of the deck, sixth house, living situation, or where you work. Something about work from home. Also, there could be something here that has been influencing you or impacting you. I'm getting like this Princess and the Pea kind of vibe here. Oh, isn't that exactly? Yeah, this is a direct message that's linked to the first TAYlien message, because I was talking about like when you notice something that's harmful, you let it go. So within the next few weeks, something could be revealing itself to you as helpful or harmful, and you're going to act accordingly. And it's going to be very noticeable within that year, 365 days from within the next few weeks. Okay? Or for some of you, this is just as simple as you get a new job and you're going to see where that takes you in the next year. Or if it's not a new job, new place to stay, new car, new friend, new partner, new kid, new whatever. Okay? Let's see. That was too many, but we have the 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah, so this is favorable news for sure. That's going to bring emotional fulfillment. The Empress. For those of you that have been trying to get pregnant, want to get pregnant, I do definitely see that for you. And I'm not talking to you that don't want to be pregnant, okay? I'm talking to those that I'm talking to, all right? Dang, y'all be coming down a reader's neck when we mention a pregnancy. Y'all do know that there's a lot of people in the world, right, that do want kids, okay? Wait a second. What is it right now? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. For some, there could be a Capricorn baby born, or an Aquarius baby born, or a Pisces baby born. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands here. But that's only for who it's for. Thank you. Nine of Wands with the Tower, with the 4 of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay, but for the majority, this feels like something within the next few weeks that is going to be revealed to you that you're going to want to avoid doing. For some of you, this is like a fast, or I don't know, because like people's lives are so different. Like this could be anything. Maybe you get some sort of news and you're like, I'm not taking that road for the next year, or I'm not doing this for the next year, or something like that here. Ace of Swords. Some sort of clarity. Yeah, the Hierophant. Yes, some sort of clarity comes within the next few weeks that is going to impact your life long term, to tell you what you do and don't want to do. Those kind of things. For some of you, it's something as simple as that job gets back to you, lets you know, like, hey, these are the terms. And you're like, hey, yeah, okay, bet. Cool. Like, we could do that. We have Obsessed here with the 9 of Wands. So there could be some sort of things here. Those of you that have some sort of obsessions or addictions, you're going to be refraining from those things. You're going to be going clean, coming clean, whatever the case may be. We have Love at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, it's like you're sacrificing something for a loved one, or a loved one is sacrificing something for you. Or you and a loved one could be working together to better some sort of situation here. Yeah, definitely something in regards to something like leaving. Exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So you or someone else could be working on freeing yourself from addictions, bad habits. King at the bottom of the deck, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. I really feel like you're the support system in some way, shape, or form, or someone could be the support system for you. But I definitely see some sort of beneficial thing going on here because of assistance or help. I see that this is not a lonesome kind of thing here. Okay, let's get keyword for my TAYliens, please. Keyword for my TAYliens. We have flexibility. Yeah. So some sort of news, project, favor within the next few weeks has you either changing your work schedule or has you helping someone in need, or vice versa. Someone could be helping you. Someone else could be changing their work schedule. Take it as it resonates. And of course, because it's my TAYliens, I am going to pull from another deck too, because why not? Brat's Oracle deck. Let's get 2 cards from there, and then we'll close out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Sending you love. No. The baddie babe, master manifester, talks to her guides frequently, sees right through people, small friend group, very low key, self-employed, gets misunderstood. One more. This could also be just something that you decide to do for yourself. Like maybe you want to change your diet for the next year or something like that here. Okay, and then your guides are helping you through this. Okay, so guides are being highlighted twice, and these 2 cards fell on top of within the next few weeks. So your guides are going to be giving you some sort of direction, or you're going to be guided in a specific direction within the next couple of weeks. Okay, y'all let me know in the comment section down below what that could be. I'm seeing these bag of chips here. For some of y'all, you could be putting down the chips, could be putting down some cheese, could be putting down the fucks that you give of other people's opinions. It says admired by many, replicated by none. Definitely some sort of intel that's being given to you. So y'all make sure you save this video. Let me know when it happens. There's something coming within the next few weeks that you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is newly established here. Yeah, with flexibility, like you're going to either want to add this to your routine or take this out of your routine, or add this to your schedule or take this out of your schedule. Okay? Because especially with this Cancer in the reverse here, it's like, this doesn't need to be a part of my routine. It doesn't need to be a part of my existence any longer. Again, Exorcist here. There's no place for it. Especially with this obsession card, you could really be realizing like, I don't even have to do this. I was just doing this out of habit. Something like that. All right. This is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. Sending you so much love, so much life. We don't care about the weirdos and the ones in the comment section that are trying to tell us what to do, what not to do. Until next time, take care, be well. Ta-ta. Bye, bye, bye.